for another day of streaming. Do a quick audio check and okay, so I need to move my mic closer so that way it'll, actually pick me up and all. Slight detail. Let's go. Off we go to defeat all of my enemies or something like that. Something about that pan just looked choppy to me. I don't know what it was, but I was not a fan. Anyway, I think we watched this scene, but I'll let it play out anyway, because I don't remember it being particularly long as scenes go. Okay, so you may have noticed that I didn't stream yesterday or Sunday. So Sunday was because you may have heard about that storm that's hitting the West Coast. I am in the Pacific Northwest of the United States, so it didn't really affect me too much. But it did make my electricity unstable, which meant I didn't have stable internet to stream with. So we didn't stream. Monday, though, was just me not streaming, as happens sometimes. Like, that was a much more, I did not day, But Sunday was because of weather. It didn't knock out my power or anything. It just kept sending power surges through, which were, which would knock out my router and internet every time. Okay, got rid of that jerk. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm getting warmed up again. We're getting back in position. Okay, I assumed run forward was the correct solution, but there must be another exit out of the room. Just run forward. Oh no, I'm dumb. I see. It is run forward. It's just run forward up the annoying hills that Nat can't run up very quickly. Do. Charge up. Oh, it's the missile guys again. They took my advice to heart when I said the missile guys were more dangerous than a lot of the other enemies they were facing me with. Oh, get out of here. Stop that. Ooh, hey. Get some relics. Once again, I do not understand the rules of which electronics have relics in them. Like, there doesn't seem to be good rules for that. It's just sometimes, not all electronics require relics, and they don't, like, there's no explanation or seemingly consistent rules about why that is. And if they've got such cool power sources otherwise, that even what that guy is wielding there, that cool, the cool electric mace thing, or electric, whatever those are called, too distracted to think of proper name. But like, if they've got even got cool things like that, like, and that doesn't have any relics in it, what does? And why? And why do they bother with relics? What is their other power source that relics are so much better? Because it doesn't even seem to be big things that are powered by relics. It's just random things. It's like these small drills. Like, if it was only big things that were powered by relics, that would make more sense to me, because then it's like, oh, it's a power usage thing. Relics are just better for big objects than whatever their current technology can provide. But like, what is that robot made out of? What powers it? And why is it not relics? You know? Because if you're gonna tell me that, oh, they generally get their electricity from relics and it's stored in batteries and stuff, I would question why they don't do that all the time then. Why are there some electronics that have relics directly embedded into them? Because then the question becomes, ow. Ow, there are a lot of missile guys there. I might decide to just say screw that and blow them up with a special, because that's an annoying number of missiles to dodge. This is mostly just gonna be me ducking around while I wait for an opportunity to actually attack. Ow. I still got hit. Press the button. Avoid the missiles. Ah, that's wait. Oh, that had a timer. Okay, that's good to know. I wasn't paying enough attention to know that. Okay, then game. Okay, I didn't do my double jump for some reason, which is, you know, what I was counting on to get me over that, but it's fine. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed, you know? I was hoping to get the third guy too with that, but I was not close enough. At least I didn't take damage for it this time, so it is going better. Like the reason I like it's so weird to me on the relics thing is because, like, do you know of any devices at all, anywhere, ever, that are small? That was embarrassing. That are small, that have, say, like, let me put it this way. The only device that we have in modern day that has that kind of stuff in it, or that has fuel source directly in it, is cars. That's it. And even then, we're going away from that. And I wouldn't exactly call a car small, you know? It's not like the grandfather clocks that have relics in them, or the, you know, these random drills that just have relic. Like, this is a tiny drill. Why are relics in this? They've got batteries, why are relics in that? It's gotta be more efficient to just use a reactor, or relics would be in everything. I guess my main thing here is they can't have it both ways. Either storing relic energy is more efficient, in which case everything small enough for a battery will have a battery, because people care about efficiency and cost. Or everything will have relics in it.
While we sort things out. Beautiful.
You can kind of get away with the grandfather clock one because they're older. So
yes, you were, Doctor. You want the truth. It pains me. You have all that talent and you can't find anything to do with it but projects like your unmanageable pet. Now Victor, he has vision. You need to watch and learn. The world is about to change and he'll be the one who changed it. The truth is, I hope you like this room, because you're not setting a foot outside of it until you wise up and start working with Victor rather than against him. Oh,
she's a little crazy.
Lucas, you lost this during all the commotion. I thought you might want it back.
What is that around his neck anyway? All we know is it's a memento, but we don't have anything in particular. Ow. let's not talk about it. Let's just, I'm tired, okay? I just wanted more yellow energy. That's why I died. Yeah. I hate how long of a lag there is on that attack. Like, for example, like, look at that. That's how long it takes for me to be able to jump. It's like a full, like, quarter of a second to half a second, which in an active combat is, it's a long time. I knew what I was doing. I knew that attack would hit when it jumped in the air. I was definitely prepared for it to jump in the air. Anyway, the door just closed behind me, so that's not ominous at all. Wood. You're gonna grab wood now? Is that the plan? Okay, we're grabbing wood now. I mean, if it works, it works, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I do like the detail that things like wood and other, like, I guess side materials, like the wood and the ice and stuff, they come off of Knack easier than relics do, because he doesn't have as good of control over them. I think that's a nice detail. You know, I think that's pretty cool. I think if they let Knack talk more in this game and let the human characters talk less, this game would have done better. You know? Because I think Knack, it does a good job of being a sassy, interesting character. But the game just doesn't give him enough time to do that yet. Maybe he'll get more towards the end of the game. I don't know. But as of yet, there's been a lot of focus on the humans, and I am more interested in Knack. Is it that? Okay. That just ended me. That guy clipped me with his sword and removed me from existence. Anyway. There we go. At least I made it through there without getting hit this time. Hopefully, no, that's not what I expected that to do, but I was expecting to stop on the upper floor there when I did that attack. Yeah, that's right. It's clobbering time or something. Ow. Oh, okay. Okay, but this time, I'm gonna, you know, win instead of losing. I disagree with the fact that that hit me, but, you know, whatever, game. Please climb up. Another thing that I don't really like about the game is Knack's jump does not scale. Like, I mean, it does a bit, but it definitely still, it feels really awkward to use. Does not scale enough. That's for sure. Like, it feels like Knack jumps way higher compared to his height when he's short, which is true. Like, Knack jumps as high as he is, proportionally he jumps significantly higher. How do I put fire out? Am I just doomed to burn to death? Like, what do I do here? Is there just nothing I can do except burn? That's just reality now? I'm on fire? That's just where we're at. No actions I can take. Oh, and then Knack picks up burning wood, so at this point, no matter what, you're on fire anyway. Why? I did what it told me. I pressed X and it jumped me into my death. No, I don't want to be on fire. I decline. I decline your generous offer, sorry. Not that interesting. Also, this is definitely a secret. Not. What? Not the only one who, like, feels like that definitely looks like a door I should be able to break, right? It's not just me. Because it absolutely does. Now. Fine. Who needs it anyway? Not me. I don't need wood. I'm big enough. But like, Knack's jump height just doesn't really change much as he gets taller, and I think it would be. I think the game would be better if it did. Did it. I go back to that furnace. Is that an option? I can. Cool. Wood, please. Okay, there we go. We're all good. We got some wood from the furnace. We're just casually on fire, you know? Do I do extra damage to enemies when I'm on fire? Because I feel like I should. You know? Like, I feel like being on fire, I should deal extra damage. Okay, we run across here where there will surely be nothing to stop us on the other side, because there never would be. Once again, these doors look really breakable. Oh, I have to be on fire to break them. I see. That's clever. Can't go back for that other one now, but it's clever. I like it. Conceptually, I like that. I think that's cool. Oh boy. Yet another part. This one I need 20 of before it does anything for me. I just want these chests to mean something without you having to play the game twice. You know? And I suspect that I'll have completed maybe one item by the end of the game. I did not mean to activate that, but, you know. Take out that enemy anyway. I hit circle wanting it to be a dodge button. And that's not where dodge is in this game. But I wanted it to be dodge. I wanted circle to get me out of the way of that attack. And, you know, in a way it worked. In a way it worked. The enemy was defeated and was no longer hitting me. Just weird, I burn faster towards the end there. Maybe you burn faster the longer that timer by Knack's health bar goes. It could be. Or it could have been a scene thing where they wanted me to be out of wood by the time I got here. Hard to tell. Another breakable door there. Just have to get rid of these guys. And I can get more sunstone. Honestly, I kind of don't like the breakable doors that have sunstone in them. Because they're not like an especially large cache of sunstone either. Even when they're super big, they're still kind of only okay. And like, I don't know. I just think that it's, you know, kind of, I get so excited for that it might be a power up and then it's just sunstone. feels so pointless. Also, I do like that the amount of extra material Knack is able to incorporate goes up the more base material Knack has. I think that's a cool touch. I like it. Anyway, let's refill before we do what this does, which I'm pretty sure will lift this whole thing. Oh no, it makes... Okay, that's not what I was expecting it to do, but like look at how comparatively weak Knack's jump looks when he's this size versus when he's smaller. Like, it is higher, don't get me wrong. It's just that compared to the height and mass Knack gains, his jump gain... let me put it this way. Knack skips leg day when he grows. Apparently. It doesn't look like he skips leg day. But all the evidence seems to suggest that leg day is in fact being skipped. Whether Knack shows it or not. At this height, it's most obvious that like Knack's jump height is kind of wimpy. I just want Knack to jump better, you know? I want him to be the best jumper that he can be or something. Pretend what I said made sense. Apparently I was making a choice there between 3 different paths. I don't know. I just ran down one. I wasn't putting too much thought into it. I just went down the funny elevator. This is a little too close for how big Knack is. Like, Knack's like a bit too much of my screen at the moment. There we go, that's better. I'm sure it's just, you know, it was an issue of the cave. They had to make a choice and they chose to make Knack abnormally large. And, you know, sometimes you gotta make choices like that. Do. Oh. Okay. Landing on that oil just instantly killed me. Like, no, let's not talk about it. Yeah, landing on that oil just removed me from existence. Which is not what I expected to happen, even if it hit me. I wasn't ready for it to just delete Knack. Once again, it tells you to press X on that, like it'll dodge it, but it doesn't. I don't know why. Like, I guess it's to warn you that it has a shockwave, but like, I don't know. Don't slow the game down and give me the chance to dodge if that dodge can't actually be effective. Because honestly, it's more of a distraction than anything else. Okay, now we get to light this up, I guess. Oh, I needed to be on fire by then. Good to know. Oh, hey, that did a thing. Yeah, that's what I meant to be doing. Sure. I knew that would do that. That was the idea. I had no idea that would do that. Not the game. I have no idea how well my mic picked up that whisper, but you know, if you guys didn't hear it, then no one can expose my secret. So really, it's just better for me that way. Whee! Oh, I was right there. I was expecting there to be more to that, considering how many foes stood between me and the last one. You know, there was more trouble between me and the last one's all I'm saying. I was expecting more. How did I not? Oh, I did. Okay, riddle me this. Why did that only deal that much damage? But the last time I hit one of those oil things, it took out, like, does wood take less damage from that than relics? Because that doesn't make sense. The last time I hit one of those, it just deleted knack entirely. And while I wasn't full health, I was definitely still, like, I still had wood, so I was in the brown part of the bar. So I'm really not sure why that deleted knack then. Like, I must be missing something. Anyway, we did it. Go you, Knack. You did it. We're so proud. Not really, but you're doing okay. We to 6-2 yet? Oh, 6-3. That was 6-2. I didn't even notice. I guess that makes sense. It's probably the scene like the scenes for the transition point. Let's not talk about it. No, things happen. Also, I just realized that, oop, I have more, I had more glowy than I could hold, so, you know, why fight the enemy up front when I could just delete them? There we go. That should be enough glowy use for a bit. Feels like something, aha, I was like, this room feels weird. There should be something here that's breakable. You ever have one of those moments where you're like, something about the game design of this room just feels wrong? Feels like there's a hidden secret in it? Oh boy. One more part and I can actually use the harvester. I'm now at one more part on 2 power-ups. And it would just be really nice to finish any of them. To get any kind of power-up from all the treasure I've been collecting.
Huh. I miss Charlotte terribly, you know. She really was my better half. She stopped me from putting some of my crazier plans into action. Lucas, I'm so sorry I got us into this mess.
Yeah, me too.
Nice.
How long has it been since you lost her?
Oh, about 20 years ago now. Way before you were born. I met her when we designed a car together. It was the perfect blend of beauty and muscle. By the time that car was finished, we were madly in love. Truth is, we found Knack's orb together, too. I'd been gathering relics in deep caves for years, trying to learn everything I could about their origins. And on one of the days, Charlotte joined me. We made an amazing discovery.
I like how this is different from the original scene that we saw of him getting it.
Shook. One of those
when he didn't mention Charlotte was there.
Happened from time to time. Charlotte! And she fell into the depths. I hunted for weeks and weeks. I never found a trace of her.
And there's never been anybody else for you?
How could there be? She was smart, talented, and beautiful. You know, I've been keeping quiet because I didn't want anyone to think I was losing my mind. But when I think of her work, like that car, and I think of the goblins' weapons and tanks, well, and I know this is crazy, but I see similarities.
Well, if you say it's so, I believe you, but how?
She survived. You know, I think that's the reason why I don't like the spin attack so much. Like, look, I can't dodge during the spin attack recovery animation, but I can dodge in the middle of a punch. Like, I can be like, boom, dodge out of the way in the middle of a punch. But that attack, for some reason, just has so much more drawback to it than every other attack in Knack's arsenal. And it doesn't really make sense, because, like, why should that have so much more drawback to it than any other attack? Like, I can dodge it any other time, no matter what I'm doing. Oh man, once again, we're getting close. I just wish we would get a part for something that we can actually finish. Oh, jumping was not enough to avoid that, as it turns out. But it's okay. We're doing great. Hello, buddy boy. That is not what I expected to happen there. Okay, he's more durable than I gave him credit for. Oh, get out of here. Stop that. Let's see what's behind. Oh, another part. Maybe we'll get one we can use. Here's hoping. Is that a part for something I need? It's a part for an entirely new thing. There was more new things I didn't have parts of yet. I hate it. I just want my collectathon to mean something. I'm the fun kind of collectathon. Oh hey, wood. Would you believe that? Do. So, shouldn't they have brought out the big guns by now? Look, I'm not saying that these soldiers aren't able to fight me, but look at how big Knack is right now. You'd think they'd be sounding the alarm. I've got to be visible from, like, anywhere at this point, right? Like... Oh, they managed to light me on fire. Oh, I got a scene. Is this the part? Am I about to come over that wall? Is that the wall I was looking at? Or is this some people doing what I just described and spotting me on another wall? Because, like, I feel like I'm big enough they should spot me. Wonder if it's possible to, not be on fire as you come over this. Certainly would make Knack look a little less scary, you know? Fire Demon Knack, just... it's scarier. It is scarier. Oh, there's a plane coming for me. Oh, it's Ryder. No idea how he found us. Wait. The last time we saw Ryder, wasn't he about to get mugged? Did he escape? I don't remember the scene well enough. Yeah, break that wood down for Knack's use. Like, I gotta say, another thing that annoys me is that bigger sun crystals give less energy to you as you get bigger. And like, I get that in a way that makes sense, but just don't. I see the giant sun crystal and I go, oh yeah, it's gonna give me so much, and it gives me like that little tiny bit there. It just makes me sad. Like, just still have the sun crystals be small. Fine. I get that it would make them hard to see, but I'm okay with that.
Wandering around in the dark. Someone could get hurt.
Did she really think that was gonna work? Like, it's a puny robot. So Nack's just going for the humans now, like.
Much faster.
Nah, I got you right where I want you. Nah.
Like, we all agree Nack was trying to kill her, right? Like. That was much more likely to end with her death than anything else. Hey, not a big fan of your shield there, buddy boy. Cool, Captain America. Oh, that beam hurts. Okay. Once again, these giant robots don't have any relics inside of them, apparently. Which doesn't really make any sense. Also, side note about the giant robots not having relics in them. You know what the giant robots having relics in them would encourage? It would encourage offensive play, right? If the robot enemies had relics in them, I didn't expect that to me to be close enough for that to hit me. Ow. But like, what I was saying is, if you, okay, the fact that those jump down already firing a shot, and it could be either of them, is just cheating. I mean, I got rid of the one that was firing the shot, at least. Guessed right about which one it would be. I thought I'd landed already, so like I was going for a... Did I just get bumped back into it as I landed because he was too close to me? Is that... Like, did that just actually happen? Easy. First try, for sure. Oh, it just scened me and removed my wood. That was rude. How could you do this to me, game? Well, that wall up there looks suspicious, but apparently I can't interact with it, so I guess it's just me. I feel like I had a train of thought somewhere in there, and I've definitely forgotten it now, so hopefully it wasn't interesting what I was talking about, because it's never coming back. Like, it doesn't exist anymore. Whatever that topic was, it's gone. Oh, I forgot about the return trip. Yeah, it did not Did not think using the dive attack through. Should have thought that one through a little bit more. It did more damage than I expected. Also, I should silence my phone. Keep forgetting every time it goes off, but let's just, I'll pretend that didn't happen. Boop. I guess next big group of enemies I'll just remove from existence since I'm full on sun stuff. Man, they're giving me a lot of it. No big groups of enemies to fight, just a bunch of small fry. Hopefully it still counted me as getting all those relics. I assume it would.
Huh. Isn't it a little, cold for a stroll? Perhaps not for the Ice Queen, though.
Funny, pretty boy. It's actually quite warm. We've had a little impromptu bonfire.
Oh, yes, I noticed. So, where exactly can I find the doctor and Lucas?
Last I looked, they were enjoying Victor's hospitality. So
I like
sorry
how there's
about
apparently just no
details.
government in this world that they could... that this should be reported to, or anything.
What the heck is that?
That rider is the source of all our troubles. Victor found a couple dozen of these giant relics down deep in the mine. He's got big plans for them. Doctor wants them too. So, did you find out where the goblins were getting their weapons from?
Who they got them from, yes. The source is some super goblin named Gundahar. Where they got them from? Don't know. They seem to have a factory somewhere, but they're so heavily armed, it's gonna be tough to get close. If we could just build a tracking device that looks like a relic, then make sure that the goblins pick it up on their next raid. Well, then we could track them to wherever it is they call home.
Huh, Ryder's smart.
Sounds good. Let's go get the doctor. Might run into your girlfriend too while we're at it.
You think I'm clever, right?
See, let Knack talk more, and this is a better game. What, is this all you got? Oh, ow, my face.
Work, Knack.
Up we go. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure out if the doctor's wife's designs being similar is a red herring or not, you know? Because it could be that, you know, that could either be really blatant foreshadowing that she's alive and for some reason working for the goblins, or that, you know, she was kidnapped by the goblins or something. Like, it could be foreshadowing of something like that. Or it could just be a complete red herring to make you think something like that. And it's really completely irrelevant to what's going on. There's just a smart goblin and... Oh, hey, look, more charge. Get some more relics, get a bit bigger. Yeah.
Hey.
Big man on campus. Refill. Oh, hey, some more relics. Cool. Always good to get a little bigger.
Yeah, I thought you were here to rescue my nephew, not get yourself captured.
Yes, well, things didn't go exactly as planned. Thank you for the rescue.
What are you thanking him for? I did all the hard work.
Knack, you survived.
Leaving so soon, Doctor?
Hang tight. I'll be right back.
See, the more they let Knack talk, the better this game gets. Although I will admit, I do have a soft spot for sassy main characters. So. Oh, what is this all you got?
So sad Victor couldn't stay for this. I know he'd have enjoyed it.
You got this, Knack.
Come on, charge me. Okay, that's not the kind of attack on me I wanted you to do, but it'll work. It's really nice of them to only send so many and to not use ranged attacks from outside, because like I'd really be completely screwed if they used ranged attacks. Also, can we talk about how the homing attack is so bad that I just got hit for using it by the enemy I hit with it. Like I hit an enemy with it and got hit for hitting an enemy with it by the enemy I hit it with. Like that's like laughably bad. Do. Look, I'm just saying that leaving me with more robots with the same orders of take me out. I am not sure how that counts as me stepping in that, but whatever you say, game, I guess. Once again, why is it not a priority for them to bring relics for Knack? I know gameplay-wise why, but they didn't come up with a good character reason for why they wouldn't just carry around relics for Knack. The doctor seems pretty excessively rich, so I feel like it's not like he can't afford it. It's not that he can't afford it, it's not that he can't just bring it. They just choose not to for some reason. For some unknown reason. Well, I guess she's getting away.
That woman.
I know. Hey, why don't you come to my place in Monteverde for a few days? I've got an idea I want to run by you.
You say so, buddy. Nice of them not to have destroyed our plans. I would have, if I were, like, I would have had one of those robots launch an explosive to both of those planes and just destroy them. But, you know, I guess they're just nicer than me. I gotta say, this is a really pretty game.
Tough kid. Did you ever find out what Victor was after exactly?
Oh, yes. The key to this door, beyond which lies the treasure of the ages. Giant relics of a size and power 100 times what anyone has seen before. Now, whoever opens that door could do anything. Bring in a new golden age, rule the world. But the door is locked and the key is lost.
This door?
Yes.
I've seen it. Or rather, I've seen a picture of it. Do you remember my solo expedition across the barren wastes?
No.
Well, in one of the temples I found, there was a mural. It covered the entire wall. And right in the middle of it was that same pattern.
Well, what did the mural say?
I don't remember really. But we could go back and take a look at it. We'd have to make a bit of preparations though first. Unless you're feeling up to scaling a 1,000-foot cliff.
What are those? Yeah, I was like, isn't that the goblins? Man, they just attack in major cities now? Like that's an escalation right there. Man, poor red shirt equivalents. Just, it's unfortunate for him, you know?
I think I know how to find their base.
How?
We just need them to pick up something that'll broadcast their location. Come inside and help me. Knack, get us some room to work.
Why am I small? Why don't they have relics around for me to use? Anyway, yes, the best defense is a good offense. So there's just, like, they've already infiltrated here. Are there just goblins everywhere in this town now? Like, what do the normal humans do to survive this situation? What's the peasantry? The goblins have traps placed of the explosive variety. What are the normal people doing right now? Are they just dying? What? Oh, that explosion lasts longer than it appears. It doesn't look like it's gonna last all that long, but it does. Got stamina, that explosion. Which is weird, because typically stamina is not a thing that explosions have. You know, usually explosions are pretty immediate, you know, pretty immediate. Oh, you survived that, huh? Anyway, this is a hidden spot over here. Yeah. Okay, we get another piece of treasure now. Is it one that matters? No. Okay, cool. Back to the game. That's all I care about now. It doesn't matter what cool powers those things could one day have in the future. It matters whether they have a cool power now. Okay, you just seen me when it looked like I...
Hey, over here.
Apparently he just grabbed some of those mines. I feel like this is gonna be a run section, huh? Yep, sure is. He seems kind of angry. Like, I think you need to calm down, sir. Ow. My face. It was wounded. Oh, we're all the way back at the run section, huh? That's, unexpected, but, you know, that's fine. Do. Oh, okay, that just immediately destroys those boxes and does not, like, there's no leeway on them as a platform. Which, upon hearing that, some people went, of course there's not. And to those people I present, have you ever played a platformer before? There's always leeway. Like, almost always there's leeway on things like that. Heck yeah. Easily defeated enemies for the win. I was gonna say, like, this feels suspicious. And yeah, he'll just jump the breakable things. There's no point to me making sure that they break more thoroughly. No thank you. No thank you. Haha. Nerd. So why do the goblins want relics again? I'm just saying we haven't really seen much that they use that's powered by them. That's all I'm saying. Stupid goblins. Wait. Isn't this where I started? I think it is. Did I buy you guys enough time yet?
Great job, Knack. Check this out. The trackers look just like relics, don't they?
So, have we made enough?
I hope so. Let's go spread some of these around town. Lucas, stay behind and make a few more. We might need them later.
Lucas is like, look, I know I got kidnapped, but so did the doctor. Come on. Hey, Lucas is totally gonna get kidnapped again. Like,
Be right behind you.
100%. It's gonna happen. Do you think Knack is a good game? The answer is maybe. I imagine that's a question people are eventually going to, you know, want. I'm pretty far into Knack, and I think it's fun, but I got to admit, at this point, I'm mainly playing the game because I want to see the end. Like, I'm mainly playing it not because I'm really having fun with it anymore, but because I want to get to the end of it, you know? Like, it's a completion thing now, not because I'm enjoying myself. And, you know, sometimes that's because the game isn't for me, but I generally like beat 'em ups, so, you know, it says something about the game if I don't like it when it's a beat 'em up. Like, for example, another game that I played, that I finished mainly for completion's sake, was Concrete Genie. But Concrete Genie is a great game, it's just not for me.
I would guess that's
Like,
Gandahar's fleet.
that's the difference here. Knack's game type is for me, so it reflects badly on Knack that I'm not having fun with it.
Ryder, what do you see? Are they here to stay or just visiting?
Looks like a smash and grab. Gathering up relics and sunstones and heading back out. The Doc and I'll spread around the trackers and hope they pick one up. Knack, do what you can to keep my town in one piece.
Will do.
Man, they just have full-on raids like this on the... Ow. What's with the purple goo? I disagree with that hitting me. I would like to express that Knack should learn how to dodge. Easy. Okay. Grab some more relics. What if I grab some of the tracking devices? Hey there. Ow. Let's see. I should comment about something. So, like, I think the main thing that, that makes the combat in this game feel like kind of janky to me is that I'm not sure how to put this, but like a lot of things hit me when I don't expect them to, and I think it's just that like Knack's hitbox isn't super clear as he gets bigger, which is really important. Like if you're going to be changing my size on me, you know, pretty like all the time, and that affects my hitbox. There's relics in here. Why can't I break it? I can see them. can see the relic engine. But like if you're going to give me that kind of thing where my hitbox is constantly changing, I don't know what they need to do to make it clear, but something. I often don't feel like I know what Knack's hitbox actually is. I tend to over dodge because of that, because I don't know what Knack's hitbox is. Or I get hit by things that I thought would miss, but they don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a huge deal. It's just games that are like this, particularly ones where there's no like in battle health restore mechanic. You just kind of have to wait until you run into some relics. Games of that type have to be more careful with making sure that combat feels fair. You know? It's like one of the reasons why... Oop, I didn't think that would hit me. That one was more me forgetting that Knack's jump is not higher at this size, though, than a hitbox thing. But anyway, so what I was saying is, like, think of like the jankiness of Souls hitboxes. Why are we okay with those? Even though, like, if we compare this to Souls-like games, why in Souls-like games is that okay? And one of the main reasons why that's like hitboxes being less defined in Souls-like while still kind of annoying doesn't, like, the fairness factor doesn't feel as bad in that game. And the reason why is because you have a way to heal at your fingertips all the time. There's more room for you to miscalculate a hitbox. In this game, against the vast majority of the time, you have 2 chances. You have 2 health, effectively. Against any enemy of Knack's size, Knack has 2 health. And that means that if I get hit unfairly, that's half of my health bar. If I feel like I got hit unfairly, because I'm saying the hitboxes are unfair, but games aren't about what actually is. They're about how it feels to play, right? It's not about whether it is fair or not. It's about whether it feels fair to the player. Oh, hey guys, how's it going?
Ryder, help me out here. If you were to build a tank, would you put tail fins on it?
No.
So then tell me, what's going on here? Have you seen anything like this before?
Charlotte's old car?
Exactly. It's as if someone is dusting off Charlotte's old designs and militarizing them somehow.
And who would do that?
To clear up when we meet Gundahar. Let's get going.
I should probably break this tank though, right? Like, probably bad to leave that. You know, okay, game. We'll just leave the tank. Sure, nothing could go wrong from that decision. All right, I'll just use that because I have it. Go down here. That's a weird camera angle. Okay. Hello, Knack. Not sure what that camera angle's about, but whatever game, whatever floats your boat. Yeah, I will say I liked this game for the first few hours, but it just doesn't do enough to make the gameplay feel more interesting. Like, it doesn't help that like almost every enemy feels the same. Like, there's like 4 types of enemies and they all feel the same but with varying levels of health. There's the dangerous melee. The melee that doesn't really matter because I can just run up and hit it. And then the ranged jerks that I have to either dodge or jump over. And that's kind of it. And they aren't different, like the different range types aren't different enough from each other. So like for the first, like probably about 5 hours, I was having a great time. But if I weren't streaming it, I probably wouldn't have kept playing. After that, I probably would have stopped. I would have gone and played something else. And like, I've played a lot of this style of game, like a lot. Ow. I've played a lot of beat 'em ups, a lot of loot and shoots, like a lot of like repetitive is not usually that big of a deal for me. I'll just do that. So like when it's coming from me to say that, the bad sign. But yeah, something about the way combat works in this game just doesn't feel super compelling. It just feels boring. And I think if this game came out in, you know, the PS2 era, I guess that's a part of it. It feels like a PS2 era game, but not in the good ways. You know, like there are good ways to feel like you're from the PS2 era. This doesn't feel like that. It's got the prettiness of the PS4 era, but like the design decisions of the PS2 era, and they are not working for it. I just, you know, I constantly wait for them to do something new and innovative like they did with the ice and the wood, and I also wish those had been a bigger part of their levels, the ice and the wood stuff, because I think that was cool. Like, that was a cool concept. I wish they had explored it more, because I actually think it was a good concept, and it was, I liked it a lot. They just didn't act. Knack, why are you punching that way? Buddy. But they just didn't spend a whole lot of time exploring it, and I really wish they had done more, because I think that would have helped a lot with the overall feeling of like sameness through a lot of this if they had done more with that. Oh, this one survived the direct hit from that. Like, what? Oh, I definitely for some reason thought that one was dead. But yeah, there's a lot of little things like that this game had a lot of potential. Story-wise, I think the game is much better if they just let Knack do all the talking. I enjoy the story more the more Knack talks.
Your passion is commendable, but there's only so much damage you can do to a couple of tons of metal and stone.
I just want to be sure the next time we meet Knack, it's the last.
What you need is a little help from the boys in research and development. Come with me. There's something I think you'll enjoy seeing.
What upsets me is that he didn't just outpower me, he outthought me too.
It's nothing high-caliber weaponry won't fix.
Darling, you really know how to talk to a girl.
I just wish there was some way to get past that door.
Well, as for that, I found us some extra help. Let me tell you all about it.
Can't cross the police barricade. That'd be wrong. We all know Knack really cares about the law. Can't you tell? Just from looking at him that he really cares. Oh, that shockwave was big enough to still reach me. Unfortunate for Knack. See you later, nerds. Absorb some sunstone. Oh boy. Now we jump down. Whee! Oh hey, man. If only... I'm just saying that... Okay, game. Okay. For the record, I could not move out of that. Like, I was holding directly out of... like, directly away. And the game just hit me anyway. So as long as it's spraying, that just keeps hitting you. Get hit once, that's it. I didn't mean to throw that yet. Oops. Yeah, get hit once by that, and that's it. You're struck. Anyway, hopefully I can get these people, you know, whoever owns these relics that I'm just taking, hopefully I can get it back to them at some point. No idea how, but you know. And these sunstones, I guess, are just like, I'm just wondering who's doing more damage to the city, them or me. Yeah, that's all I'm thinking about. Oh, it just kept firing. Okay. Don't mess around with the goo gun. It is stronger than you would think. Anyway, let's just take this with us. Really? You're not gonna let me just break that? Fine. I have to actually drop the tank so that way I can get those relics. Haha, get out of here, you silly tank. I didn't attempt to murder any humans. You're imagining. Weird, it didn't let me pick that tank up. Because it's about to see me, but
Go on.
I still disagree.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Yes! They took the bait. We can follow them home now.
Wahoo! It worked.
Gentlemen, leave the rest to me.
Counting on you, big guy.
Look, all I'm saying, guys, is you equip me with like a jetpack or something. I don't know, I'm just saying. Like, if relics are such a great power source, surely they can power a jetpack. I'm made out of relics. Why is punching people with them the best I can do? That would have actually been like an interesting thing if, as you continued, here's something approaching. Yeah, they're there. If as you continued through the game, Knack discovered more things that he could do. Like the ice and wood thing. Hopefully that continues to happen, but you know, we're on chapter 7 of 13. I don't imagine that Knack's going to discover too many more hidden abilities at this point. You know, this isn't a game about collecting power-ups. So I would be surprised if Knack kept... Ow. Ow. No, pick it up, Knack. What are you doing? You were supposed to pick up the tank, not destroy it. Stupid shielded tanks. Oh, thanks. I don't want to get hit by that. Gonna have to kindly decline your offer of getting shot in the face, and the good news is I've got a counter offer. That's the good news. This is the less right way looking building. So yeah, I got some relics. It's that nice. Cool. These are just far enough apart to not activate, which is, or to not not activate, but to not do a group explosion. That's kind of annoying. Feels like I should be able to climb that, but I guess Knack's being respectful of that relatively undamaged building. You know? Because I imagine Knack climbing it would be a pretty damaging thing. You know? Like that definitely sounds like something that's gonna damage it. Hey look, a broken building. I didn't even Knack didn't even check to make sure there was no one inside that building. He just smacked it. Oh, hey, ow. That, no, don't do that again. Not like taking that to the face. Do. Good. Well, we both took a shot at each other, and like, yeah, sure, Knack died, but you know, I still feel like I won, you know? Do. Get some more relics. Get like an inch bigger. I could probably be more cautious there and not take any damage at all, but like, screw that. Yeah, this time I just, you know, waited to do it until after I'd... What's wrong, people? Raw! I am the monster. It is I, Knack, I was gonna use this tank, but I guess not. I guess I chose relics instead of being able to carry the tank with me into the next combat. I didn't know that was the choice I was making, but apparently it was. Got something to say to me, buddy?
Wondering when you'd show your face. Your name Gundahar?
Yes. I've been looking forward to meeting you, Knack. You're no human. Why do you work for them?
Well, I'm no goblin either.
Ah, but I can tell you love to destroy things.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Come, join me.
But Knack's also been able to fight a whole lot.
I break things. I can't help it. But what you do, this, is evil. Join you? Never.
Anyway, I guess we're declining. I thought it was a good job offer, but you know, I guess Knack can choose to not take it if Knack wants. You know. What section of we're in 7-3? Boop. Boop. I really don't like how slow the climbing is. Really wish it was faster. Like, oh, that's okay. You can just fall to your death there. Or rather, fall to a load zone, because Knack definitely doesn't die from that small of a fall. Not this size, anyway. Oh, okay, I gotta avoid the fire. That's good to know. It doesn't look like something that should hurt me, but if you say so, game. But yeah, I really want more games to, like, don't force me to climb at relatively slow human speed if I'm not a relatively slow human. You know? Let Knack climb like King Kong, is what I'm saying. You know, let it be fast and swift. And, look cooler. He's not human. He doesn't have to climb at the same speed as humans. And from the damage that he can do to things bigger than him when he's small Knack anyway, I think it's pretty clear that he's stronger than, like, relative to his size, stronger than a human anyway, so. Especially since he moves his bits around psychically, it would make a lot of sense for him to be able to swiftly climb, is all I'm saying. That would make sense. Oh, that didn't break it. I thought it would. Huh. Weird. Do. Looks like nothing interesting. Weird. I thought there'd be some kind of secret somewhere. Oh, that tank blew up. Oh, that's fine. This road's a little small for me to carry a tank on my back through anyway. You know? And it's a scene, so. I mean, 7-4? Yeah. Knack strikes back. Even got a little rhyme. Isn't that cool? All the humans are scared of me, but I'm only destroying the goblins, so that camera angle shift threw me off there. Ow. And I can't really blame the humans for being scared in this situation. Like, they don't know Knack's on their side. And they have no reason to know that he is, you know? Like, it would be nice, though, if someone could make a PSA of, like, hey, this is Knack. This is what Knack looks like, and he is on the side of the doctor, so long as you're on the same side as the doctor, he's on your side. You know, he is a creation by humans and generally helps humans, so. Oh, the game freaked out about that one. Look, I know it looks like I tossed a car into the ocean, citizens, but might be right on that one, actually. Oops, sorry about that. I didn't need to throw that one. I missed Sunstone because I didn't want to get rid of the car. Knack be big. Relics must weigh a lot. It's like, don't get me wrong, Knack's definitely big enough to be like shaking the street to an extent, but like, I'm just saying, we move a lot of big heavy things on roads. They usually don't shake a road that badly. Although, that being said, we do generally, I suppose, move things more with wheels, and they do greatly lessen that kind of, ow. They do greatly lessen that kind of force, just by nature. Also, can we talk about the fact that I got hit as I spawned? The game just spawn camped me? Because it sure looked like it. I can't figure out if those cops are... It looks like the cops are cheering for me. I think. Maybe. Hard to tell. Knack would never destroy anything he shouldn't. If Knack destroys something of yours, it deserved it. You know? Yeah. Pull them up with their own traps. Silly goblins. Traps are for kids. Whee! Boom. On the bright side, the spin attack gets better the bigger I get, so there's that. Ow, my face. I really should have, you know, avoided that, but, you know, that would require that I be good at video games. So, you know, in other words, that wasn't going to happen. I stepped on some slime, you. Disgusting. Don't know why that ship comes close. Actually, there's really no reason to. Like, if they can sit there and hover like that, like if they're the kind of plane that can do that, there's no reason not to just sit there and hover until you kill Knack. Like, why would you come closer? That just seems foolish to me. Knack is so big, I honestly am having a hard time approaching that tank to hit it. I think I'm gonna have to throw the cars. Because between the camera angle, how big Knack is, and the width of the road, I'm just not sure I can dodge those. Could someone better at video games? Probably. Can I? No. Oh. Oops. I definitely thought I was going to be out of range. I will say, I think the game would function a lot better if as Knack got bigger. I like how it slowed down after I got hit. Like I'd already been hit and the game was like, let me slow this down for you so you can see yourself get hit in 4K slow-mo. Anyway, what I was saying is I think something that would have helped the game feel more varied is if there were more functional more differences in what Knack could do as Knack got bigger. You know? Knack plays functionally the same at whatever size. Despite the fact that they're trying to make it seem like Big Knack here is so different, it doesn't feel different as a game. It looks different, don't get me wrong. Like, Knack is obviously bigger. Like, that much is very visually obvious. I really want Knack to just grab on. Please tell me Knack's about to throw an airship at them. Yeah. Knack, there could have been people in those buildings. Knack's not very good at minimizing collateral damage. Like, really not very good at it. Like, comically bad at it, not very good at it. Looking around for buildings I can break, you know? See if there's any relics or anything around. Ow. Hello? Oh, I destroyed it apparently. Didn't even really notice, but you know. Boop. Got a new projectile. And they've got one less plane. These items are definitely related. Looks like a car can't one-shot those. Wait, why did it throw it that way? And not at the... Oh, apparently I wasn't close enough to target that, I guess? Okay, 2 cars to take down one of those. Got it. I just want to know how many cars it took to take down an airplane, you know? Ow. Okay, got a nice projectile. Got another nice projectile. There we go. Easy peasy. It's all just about the puzzle, a puzzle order of what enemies you defeat first. There's also a thing back here. So I'm gonna go back here and see what I can find. Did I just get hit? Oh. That's good to know. If you're too far away, it must skip the other part of its cycle. Ow. You know, I just wanted to reset my health bar. That's why I did that. Yeah. There's the tank. There it is. Oh, it took the tank from me. I do not approve. It seened me and removed my armaments. That tank was something to attack with. Like, you can't just take that away from me. But anyway. Yeah, because, like, fundamentally, Big Knack, I don't know, it just doesn't feel different enough from Little Knack, I guess. Like, I think what it is all the changes are, in Knack just being bigger and stronger, but not that Knack could do more things with his relics. But he should be able to, right? Like there should be, Knack has way more relics to play with right now. He should be able to do more, logically. Let me off, game. Let me free. Up we go. Now we go across. Whee! No, out of the sky. You don't get to go back. We're fine. This is fine. You know, we might not have full health, but we don't need full health. We just need to destroy the enemy.
So, you saved the best for last. Pretty. You want me to wait while you get in it? I'll warn you, I'm not in the most patient of moods.
Get in it. I'd only hold it back. This fighting unit is completely autonomous. All I need to do is unleash it.
Then you'll have
You
a
say
great
so, buddy.
view as I reduce it to a shiny pile of scrap metal.
Kill!
Okay, we get a nice boss fight, I guess.
It's not too late, Knack. Join me.
Oh, it's got a dash.
Humans together.
It's got lots of dashes. Okay.
Attack! You're making this so easy. Charge!
Bam. Gotta remember that Knack's arms are super long.
You can stop me. This robot is far stronger than you can even imagine.
Why? Because it can shoot beams? Like, that's not that special.
I will destroy you.
How do I...
Enough.
I'm gonna go with no. I did it. Probably. There's gonna be another phase. I like how flippantly he did that. That was good. Knack, there's more pieces of the robot to throw up there. We could keep going. And I guess we want to find out where their base is, but like...
Well, we're in business.
Yes, we are. Knack, it's time to complete our mission. Let's go destroy their army. Well, what's left of their army?
Yep, so we're going to go into a big fight with them with no extra relics.
Paid your visit to Gundahar. We'll see you in the barren wastes and hunt down that cave painting.
No need to bring any spare relics. None whatsoever. Not even in the extra empty seat they have.
Expedition to prepare for.
There's no reason to bring any extra relics. Why would we do that?
Anti-aircraft fire!
Yeah, I really wish we'd brought some extra relics. Although I guess it wouldn't matter if the whole plane went down, but I could probably grab them as we fell. Man, if only Knack had some more relics
I'm
to...
gonna try and stall the engine just as we reach the edge of that cliff.
You say so, buddy. I don't like our chances here. I don't
Thank you, Charlotte.
think that should have worked, but okay. Okay, game. You say so.
Knack? I think I can fix the motor, but taking off again is going to be quite the problem. Go and see what you can find in the way of relics. I'm going to need you to get as large as possible.
If you say so, buddy. If only we'd brought some extras in the plane.
Careful, Knack. This is
You know?
obviously Gundahar's territory.
And you know, with the weight, because remember, it's not a weight problem. Because we flew with Knack, Lucas, and the Doctor all in that plane at one point. That plane has held more occupants. So yeah, that plane probably can't take the weight of like a super big knack, but a slightly bigger one. You know, just a little bigger. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more knack. Oh well. Yeah, it's like, this is suspicious. But all it is a sunstone. It's not even a big one. Those secrets just feel insulting, like I got excited for nothing. Like, at least a big cache of sunstone feels okay. Like a little tiny cache like that, like, barely gave me any. What's the point? Like, that little bit of sunstone right there gave me about as much. I'll be honest, I probably deserve to get hit there, but that's fine. Excuse me, what?
We won't be able to talk once you enter those narrow canyons. Best of luck finding those relics.
Okay, doctor. I fully expect to come back outside and the doctor to have been captured or something. You know? That's just what I expect to have happen. Really? That was all the relics inside that. Okay, game. If you say so. Let's go. Oh, no thank you. I would rather not get hit. Oh, hey. Hello. Again, like, why, if Nat can jump like that, why can't I do that? Like, oh, those are explosive. That's that is good information to have. Okay. Okay, game. I'd really like to know how some of those attacks missed, but if you say so. If you say so, game. Oop. There we go. Get some new relics. Only like tiny amounts, but I guess that kind of makes sense. They were just you know, relics just sitting in places in large amounts. They'd probably have been collected by someone already. Yeah, thought that looked weird. Not the good kind of weird though. Because it's not something that matters. Okay. Oh, there's more. I was about to say something cocky, but I'm glad I held back, because if I'd said it, I surely would have died. Comeuppance would have come my way. You good? We're good. Go this way probably? Yeah. Down we go. Gotta find more relics. Oh, hey, there's goblins. Not really surprised, but there they are. I am slightly bigger. All that effort, and I've made it up not even a full-size category. Fairly confident that the hits to kill anything has yet to change at all. But Knack is slowly getting bigger. We're fine. Just got some archers to beat up, that's all. It's a good thing these archers don't know how to aim up. If they did, they'd be harder to beat. Ow. I stand by what I said about the archers not knowing how to aim up, though. It's still true. Like, me getting killed by a lucky arrow does not change how bad of archers they are to not know how to aim up. You know? Ow. Like, that I can just jump over their arrows. Like, do you realize how easy people are to hit in air if you're a good archer? Like, if you're the kind of archer who can actually hit things at range, like you can actually hit a moving target like that at range. Like, it is so much easier to hit something in the air because their movement is defined. They can't turn, they can't do anything. All you have to do is calculate, you know, or estimate in your head or however you do it, the arc, and then shoot them in the face. Like, it is so much easier. Of course, that only, for the record, what I just said only applies to things where jumping would actually matter. If something can't jump at least its own entire height, like if this isn't as high as something can jump, is as tall as it is or taller, then you just shoot them in the face either way. You know? Like on a human, generally unless someone is like the peak of their species, you're not quite peak, but like you have to be a very athletic human to be able to jump high enough for it to matter on a projectile, you know? Because like if someone's aiming at your chest, for example, you have to jump 4 or 5 feet in the air before that matters. Like before you jumping actually let you avoid it. Up until then, all you did was change where it was hitting you. You know, you haven't changed that you're getting hit. You've only changed where you're getting hit, which is not a super useful thing to change. I do not like ice. Do not appreciate ice. Don't like fighting on ice. It's very annoying. Like, as in, I'm going to run up there and use a special instead of having to fight on ice, because that is annoying and I don't want to do it. So, you know, I'm taking the easy way out because it is better. That looks suspicious, but I don't want to blow it, so I'll ignore the suspicious explodey rocks and instead move on. I may have almost landed on those explodey rocks instead, but I did not, and that's what matters. That I managed not to. Ow. That was unfortunate. One thing I really do appreciate about this game, which I'm going to talk about for a bit because, you know, I have talked a lot about the negative things today, is how visually distinct everything is. Like, visually, this game is really easy to understand. And like, Considering that this was effectively a tech demo for the PS4, that makes a lot of sense. But I still really appreciate it as a game. I think that is the best part of this game, is the visuals. And I'm not talking about just how pretty everything looks, but also how visually distinct enemies are from the environment. How visually distinct Knack manages to be from everything around him, even in a canyon made of rock that's the same color. Like, Knack still, they do a lot to make everything still look visually distinct, and I think that's really good. It's something I wish a lot of games did more of. I remember playing, what was it? Remember Me? It was some Xbox 360 game, I think, about memory. And it looked really pretty during the scenes, but during gameplay, it was hard to tell things apart. Like, really, really hard to visually tell the difference between things. And it made that game way more annoying to play than it had to be. Because even in areas with lots of color, a lot of things looked the same. So, you know, it's... Ow. It's really nice that this game focused on making things visually distinct.
Ah, that's better. We can talk again. Those anti-aircraft guns are the ones that shot us down. Knack, I need you to take them out. Otherwise, we're never getting out of here.
Yeah, over here, yeah, okay. Like, that looks breakable. Once again, it's just sunstone, though. Okay. This definitely seems like another multiple paths thing, you know? But anyway, so what I was saying is, visually, I think this game does a really good job of both, like, being different in the sense that areas look different, which is always good, but also being different in the sense that there's really good contrast between everything in the environment within each area too, which makes playing a game a lot easier. Like, I never lose track of Knack. Or, like, I never lose track of Knack. I never lose track of enemies visually. And that's really good. That is not true of all games. Gonna be a gate? Yeah, okay. As expected. Closed behind me. Oh, there's a big boy archer now. Don't like that. Oh, I got a few relics. I also do like that they show enemy health through their armor. You know? I think that's nice. Oh hey, relics. And it disables the anti-aircraft gun. Even better. I mean, yeah, disabling the anti-aircraft gun was why I broke that. Not because I wanted relics. The only other thing I would like say about the levels, or like the only other negative thing I really have to say about the game so far, is even for a beat 'em up, these levels are really linear. There's hardly any side paths of any kind. And I don't know, it'd be nice if they existed. Hide some of the treasure chests behind side paths that have hard enemies or something. I don't know, it'd be nice if they did that. But instead, the entire level is, like, every level is very linear, and it only ever has divides at plot points where you have to go down all of them, instead of just letting there be divides. Ow. Ouchie. Some more relics. Do. Bam. Backhand. Casually backhand a goblin. Did it more. Hitting it once was not enough, apparently. Had a really big yawn there. Jeez. But yeah. This game did a really good job of being pretty and a not amazing job at, you know, being well designed. It feels, you know, that's probably what it is. The game feels like it wasn't given enough time to cook, you know? Okay, I've deactivated them. Why is the way forward not open? What do I still need to do? Or can I even still go? Stuff up there. So, up there, I guess? That must be where the way to open the way forward is. But yeah. I think it would have done a lot for this game if Knack's power set was a little more varied. I've said that before, though. That being said, it is at least a pretty decent, you know, turn your brain off and hit the attack button style game, so it's got that going for it, you know? Not all games can claim that. You'd think they'd all be able to, because that one's not tall order, but you would be amazed at the games that even big companies will release. There we go. We've now broken all 3 anti-aircraft guns. Onward we go.
Hey, Doctor, take a look at this Guardian.
The Doctor can just see through Knack's eyes? What?
He's under
How?
control.
Why?
Yeah, that too. But did you happen to notice the giant box of relics he's carrying? You said get big, right? I get my hands on those relics. I'll show you big.
Easy. Okay, we just stand somewhere where we get murdered. That's what I wanted to do, yeah. Easy. Had it under control the whole time. No, there was never a moment there where I was not in control of the situation. Oh, now we get
Katrina, when you proposed
back
that
at
we
what
have the
Victor's
doctor
doing.
find the key for us, I was more than a little skeptical. But now you say they've found a clue.
Amazing, isn't it? We spent years looking for the key, and they might find it in a matter of days.
Shouldn't we go after them then?
How does she know
So,
that?
well, let's have them do the hard work. When they're close to it, then we can swoop in and take it. In the meantime, you'll have a chance to finish a little project here.
Again, how does she know that? Is Ryder on their side for some reason? Is that... Platforms above I'd like to get my hands on. Easy. Anything else over here except for these? No? Okay. I was hoping for some relics or something, but... oh well. Can't make it back. Sand. Oh, okay, I guess we're not going back down. We're not going back. The English hard. Talking hard. Every language hard. All talking hard. Oh, did we finally finish something? We did! We finally finished a tool! The ons just keep coming, man. But anyway, so yeah, we did it. We finished a tool. We actually get to, you know, have a tool. It's nice. It's a pretty substantial amount of sunstone recovery too. Like it's not small. I was worried that it was gonna be like hardly any, but it's pretty decent amount. Come on, Knack, use the rocks. You can do it. Easy, easy, lemon squeezy. We're fine. We're fine. Nothing to worry about here. Knack is completely fine. Okay, across we go. We're at 8-3 now. Once we make it to chapter 9, that'll probably be it for today. Then I might stream longer tomorrow, just so that way I can finish the game. But we'll see. I'll decide tomorrow. Whee! Now. I could have probably dodged that. I let that hit me because I wanted to feel the rush of being low on, you know? I deserved that. I deserved that. That was karma. For fibbing. That's what that was. And what else could it be, right? Oh, that was a bad plan. Glad I dodged out of the way. Like, that plan was gonna go poorly, so it's a good thing that I dodged. Get out of here. Whee! That was apparently windy enough to lift Knack, and I think relics are, like, I think he is more dense than a human being, so, you know, that could lift a human apparently. Like, pretty handily too. Be electrocuted, that would be bad. The controls on this feel super awkward. Like, I don't know what it is about them, but between the visuals and the controls, it's not right. You know? Decided to try beating up that wall since it had a crack in, or had a hole in it. Alas, it did not do much for me. Ah! Okay, game. And now I start low on health. Now, the real question, will I make it through if I'm already wounded? The answer, probably not, but we're gonna try anyway. Okay, you can completely stop. That's good to know. Did not realize that before just then. I can completely pull back and stop. Oop. Yeah, getting Sunstone just from defeating any enemies definitely. Oh wait, no, I want the Sunstone in here. What do you do? Oh. Yeah, getting Sunstone back from any enemies definitely makes it a lot easier to just justify throwing that stuff around, you know? Like, yeah, just let the Sunstone attacks fly. Who cares? Oh, no thank you. Whee! Okay. Now we continue down the path. We do not get crushed by the giant thing there. And we go over here. We do remove that enemy from existence. No, that was...
Doctor, the path
that board was definitely breakable.
Hopefully more relics in there.
Roger that. Remember, Knack, the mission is to get big.
Probably something behind that wood. At the very least, it definitely looked destructible to me. I really don't like that, so sometimes Knack will automatically target upward on enemies. And sometimes Knack just won't. I'm not sure yet how to increase the chance that Knack will do what I want. Oh, I definitely thought that was going to go further. My depth perception failed me. Okay, get some more relics. Get that little bit bigger. Like how that guy absorbed all the hits. Which is an unfortunate state of affairs, but it works. It's fine. Getting that little bit bigger. And they got a whole city down here. Jeez. You raid my city. I'll raid yours. Easy. Do 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 do. Easy. I just realized that, like, I've played this entire level so far pretty much entirely on autopilot during combat, and it's because, like, combat-wise, at least so far, this level has introduced nothing new. Like, all of these are enemies I've already fought, and there's not really anything new or exciting going on, which is unfortunate, because I would like something new and exciting. The platforming has new and exciting things with the wind and stuff. And there's more secrets around, and I finally finished an item, so like there is new and exciting stuff happening. It's just not in the combat. In the combat, it's another slowly grow as you beat up goblins level, and there's been a couple of those at this point. Oh, that was unfortunate. How far back was the... all the way back here? Okay. You say so, game. You say so. Break the wall, get the relics, continue on. Let's not talk about it. That could have gone better, but it's fine. You know, sometimes life is hard and sometimes you're bad at video games, but that's okay. You know, sometimes life is easy, and sometimes you're good at video games. I am very surprised that someone finished this game that many times. Also, checking chat just got me hit those 2 times. I get why people rate this game the way they do so far. Like, I don't dislike it, but it does get tiresome. Compared to other beat 'em ups, like I generally like beat 'em up games, and it's definitely not my favorite. Like, I was talking about earlier, but like the only thing that this game does that I actually really liked, and that I hadn't seen in a beat 'em up before, is that how to put this, everything is very visually distinct in Knack, which is something that's not true of all games, and very noticeably often not true in beat 'em ups. And they did a really good job of, even when using the same color palettes, like Knack, these goblins and the ground are all various shades of brown and tan colors, right? Like there's a lot of red, orange, and brown on the screen right now, and yet everything is visually distinct. I don't have a hard time discerning anything. And there are games that use wildly different color palettes that can't get that right. So that's one thing that, like, I think this game does really well. Otherwise, I think it's like not bad, but not amazing. You know, like it's a fun enough beat 'em up. Which, considering that it was effectively a tech demo for the PS4, it's not surprising that's what came out. Was a fun enough beat 'em up. You know, they had an assignment and they understood it. They made it look really pretty and they made it look very visually distinct and nice, and they called it good. Okay, it also would help if I was being good at video games. You know, instead of being noticeably bad at video games. All right, let's see what's behind door number, whatever door this is. I have no idea how many doors I've crushed today. Door number something. Door number something. That's for sure. It is door number something. He had a shield. I saw that he had a shield. Why did I think that would be a good idea? Could not tell you why I thought hitting him while he had his shield up was a good plan. Not sure there was a single brain cell active in my head while I did that. Not sure I have a single brain cell active at all right now, to be honest. I think there's one brain cell that's talking, and the rest of them are just taking the day off. You know, let's just remove that enemy from existence. I think the main thing that I have to say about this game is the base gameplay is fun, but it doesn't change throughout the whole game. And I think that is definitely, like, I think I would have had more fun with this game if I wasn't playing it all at once because of that. Because overall, is the game fun? Yeah, but I think if I'd been doing more other gaming in between playing it, I would have enjoyed it more, just because there's not really any anything new ever. They've introduced in total like one new mechanic after the second level. Two if you decide to count wood and ice separately, which you can. It would be valid to count them as two different things. I wasn't for purposes of that counting. I was counting them as one mechanic. Because to me, the idea of having it do something else is just the same mechanic again, but slightly different, you know? But like, yeah, there's a lot they could do to make the gameplay itself feel more distinct, and they're just not. I think if I'd played like a couple hours a week instead of trying to do the whole game in a little over a week, I would be enjoying myself a lot more. But you know, I want to be streaming something else at the beginning of November, so here we are. I don't know why I'm still doing the spin attack. It's always a bad decision. It is never the right attack to be using. Because it just has too much ending lag. You know? It's not like I don't use it because it's a good attack. I use it because the game doesn't always punish it. And because I've played too much Sonic the Hedgehog in my life. So using, and I guess not even just Sonic, but like I've played a lot of games that have some sort of like downward aerial attack, like some kind of descending aerial attack, and it's usually a good attack in most games, unlike in real life. In real life, it's a terrible plan. Do not recommend. It will generally work poorly. But yeah, we're now on chapter 8-4, and there have been 2 mechanics that were different. Like all the enemy types that we're getting introduced to now are effectively spin-offs of enemies we've already seen. I think the only exception is these turret guys are relatively new, but an enemy turret that shoots at me from a stationary position, those, is it new? Yes. It's not interesting though, you know? And that's a little more subjective. So I am glad that they at least had a new one. Man, having the item now that recharges my sunstone when I defeat enemies definitely makes it a lot like more of an option to just spam sunstone, huh? I have to say, that's making the game more fun. Having more options to just use sunstone attacks. Actually going to save my sunstone this time. Okay, but imagine if I was good at video games and didn't get hit in dumb ways and only got hit in ways that were not dumb. Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing? Sometimes I want Knack's arm to just be further than it is. You know? Don't know why. It just feels like maybe it's just my depth perception being bad sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, got rid of it. Got any more for me? No? Okay. Is there an exit somewhere? Oh. Hello? Okay, I just have to run over there and get seen. Okay, that's... Oh, hey, another one. Still know those guys do. Oops. Okay, we're starting to finally accomplish the mission of this level, which was get big. We're not making great progress on getting big, but we're getting there. Oh, that's another thing I've really liked about this game so far. It's Knack himself. I like him as a character. I think the game is like the game story gets better the more Knack talks and the less the humans talk. I like sassy characters, so Knack is a more compelling character to me than most of the humans. As a group, like he alone is more compelling than the humans, to me narratively. So the story of this game gets better the more they actually let Knack talk. Which is why I'm disappointed that for like most of the first couple chapters, Knack doesn't say anything. Knack has like what? Like a handful of lines in the first couple chapters of the game. But I do really like Knack's overall personality. And so like any scene in which Knack talks is much more likely to be good, in my opinion. Oh hey, we're up here. Are you saying this thing's had a view of the doctor repairing that this whole time and didn't think to, I don't know, stop him at all? Just decided to chill out and watch? Ooh, I definitely thought I could counterpunch that. And as it turns out, I cannot. Camera, please. Imagine the camera worked with me though. Yeah, I deserve that one. Just straight up ignore them. Let me through. There we go. Like, scene me, please. Oh, I don't feel like dealing with another one of you. Not when there's relics right here to eat.
Dude. And I'm big. How's that engine?
Let's see.
I don't think Knack's gonna be big enough.
Pick up the plane.
Okay. I think I know what comes next.
That's right. Throw it.
Are you sure about this?
Just do it.
It's like a paper airplane, you know? Just give it a good toss. Why? Okay, this isn't about Knack. This is about every scene that, like every movie and game that does that. I hate that trope. The engine fails for a moment before they come out and they're fine, and it's like just let them. Just let it work the first time. We all know it's going to. It's not a surprise anymore. There's no, you know, there's no tension there. Like, there's no narrative tension. Just it would be fine if every movie, game, and TV show didn't do it, you know? They all do it, and it's like, please stop.
Understood.
It's too much.
Ryder and Lucas have already reached the wastelands. Once we get wrapped up here, we'll go and join them.
We're back to Tiny Knack.
Knack, why don't you go and see what you can do about opening that gate?
I really want Knack to say something like, why don't you, or something. Okay. In chapter 9, I'll do another chapter. Do. For once, using the homing attack, or the air dive, whatever you want to call it, was actually the right call. It's not most of the time. Most of the time it's a bad habit. Right there, it lagged me in the air long enough for that boomerang of death to go under me, which made it actually a good decision, unlike the vast majority of the time that I use it. You know, you'd think flying through an explosion would make one of those, you know, not come back, but alas, video games do not care for such physics and logic. There's not only this video game, there's many of them. At least I can, you know, live happily in the knowledge that that in the real world, Knack would have survived and not gotten hit by that boomerang. Hey, am I gonna finally get some more items? Huh? No, okay. Well, we're working on getting the combo meter built, I guess. It'll get there eventually. One day. One day it'll get there. Okay, up we go. I see relics. Here we go. Do. Let's see. Hello there, buddy. Come on, fight me. Let's fight. Yeah. Whee. I'm a little sad that, as is more modernly done, they have a limit to the spin animation. I miss the days when games didn't limit that, when you could just do ridiculous model spins. Yeah, it looked janky, but it was the beautiful kind of jank. It was the right kind of silly. You know? And that's what really matters, is that it was dumb in a good way. Lots of treasure in this level. I can never be sure if there's actually a lot of treasure in a level, or if I just missed a lot of treasure in previous levels. You know, like, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Decided to do that because I was at full sunstone, and so I might as well, right? Oh, apparently he was faster than me. Yeah, he had the quick draw. Oh. I'm a little too small to hit from that range. I think that's something that I talked about a bit earlier, but all right, those stay open. I do wish that the game did a little bit more to make range clearer. Like, I don't know exactly what they could do, but anything would be nice, because Knack's range and hitbox are constantly changing. It'd be nice if the game was a bit clearer about where they currently were. It tends to detriment me more on the range than on the hitbox, but either way, it's still a detriment. I'm sure no goblins inside will notice me raising the gate. I mean, I guess Knack only raised it enough for the doctor to get through, and closed it.
Well, it certainly took a long time and a great deal of effort. But we're finally here.
Yep.
Our target is nothing less than the complete destruction of Gundahar's manufacturing capability and all existing inventory of weapons. So, where would you like to start?
With wherever the relics are.
How about that building?
Ha, good.
Like, I think we start with whatever building has the relics in it. That seems like the right building to start with, to me at least. Do 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 do. Okay, here we go. Do 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 do. We're just gonna do that encounter the easy way. Boy, another scene. There's got to be some huge repository of relics somewhere powering all of this, right? Like, why are we not starting there and then just have Knack get massive and destroy the rest? I feel like that would be the simplest way. We're going to do a thing where we say that we're choosing where we start. Let's start there. That's where we want to start. That's the best place to start. It's the place where there's a lot to do. Okay, now we go up here. I have to remember that the dodge isn't actually very good. Because I keep expecting it to be, you know, like most games have a really good dodge. In this game, it's better than not dodging, but there are a lot of attacks it will not get you out of range of. Could not tell you why I approached him as he was getting ready to swing. That was not my brightest decision, that's for sure. That one I approached because I thought I could be faster. You know, still dumb, but at least I had logic for that one. The other one, I was just autopiloting and ran towards him and got smacked in the face for it. Is our thing going to be grabbing metal this level? Yep, looks like it.
Nice.
Kind of weird that TV was watching me, but whatever. I can break doors that big now. Okay, good to know. Boop. No thanks.
Careful, Knack. That magnet will strip away all those metal parts you just picked up.
Good to know. Can't really do much about it, but good to know. Ah, I see. Can do something about it, but it. Okay, you can release energy bursts. Good to know. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doo. Aha, more loot. I think something that makes a lot of the enemies feel like the same to me. Ooh, hey, I finished another item. I'm legitimately surprised. But anyway, so I think a large part of the reason so many things, so many enemies in this game feel so similar is because pretty much every enemy is about the same speed. there isn't much differentiation in speed between enemies. Like there's some, but it's pretty minor. Okay, apparently I need to throw metal in here. What does that do for me? Collect some metal from the pile. Fill it up. What does that do? I still don't know what I'm actually accomplishing here other than interacting with this. I'm making a cube. I can then follow. See. That's useful. Handy. Or I could have brought some metal in here, huh? If I'd run back, but it's fine. They didn't expect me to do it, apparently, because they immediately give me more metal. They were fine with me having to get that. Why is the defensive version called Dark now? I'm not surprised that there's a defensive version of Knack. I mean, after all the other upgrades, I kind of expected it to exist. But why is it... Okay, so the magnetic... I expected the magnetic to actually strip the magnetic parts off of me, not like vaguely annoy me as I tried to cross it. I was definitely thinking that that was going to be doing a lot more to me. And the game is nicer than expected. Apparently something, like one of those hit me. Oh, okay. You know, I'm feeling silly. Why am I... Oh my gosh, do I really have to refill this thing with metal? Why would you not have the checkpoint after this thing? Why would you do that? Why would you do this to me, game designers? That's so mean. Like, that's just so mean to not have the checkpoint be on the other side of this. Such a long wait, and for what? For why? Okay, it's fine. We're fine. I don't know why I bothered breaking that. There was no point. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, decided not to have to deal with the magnets. Okay, so there's a thing here. Is that enough for it? It's filling up faster, so that might be enough for it all on its own. It is. Oh, hope that other elevator didn't go anywhere nice. If it did, oops. Didn't expect it to just seen me through the door. Hey, more relics. You get a little bit bigger. Yeah. Almost halfway through this level, because I imagine we're getting close to through 7-2. Or not through 7-2, through 9-2. Excuse me. Yeah, they definitely punished my bad homing attack habit there. Or whatever. Does this game have a name for it? For the dive attack? I'm just gonna keep calling it the homing attack unless someone tells me that it has a name. Now, unless I'm informed that a name exists, I'm just gonna keep calling it homing attack. Do. Let's do that real quick. Go over here, get a little bit bigger. Yeah, do it again because I don't feel like dealing with that. Oh, it didn't target all of them. Well, claim those relics, but don't get any bigger because those were just health restoring relics apparently. Activate that, which is nice and all, but I'm gonna break that. Whee! I have to say, now that sunstones can heal me when my health is low, they're much more valuable as things hidden behind doors. So I don't feel as annoyed by them anymore. Still feel vaguely annoyed by them, being the hidden items, but not nearly as much as I did before. When I was generally walking around with, you know, full or nearly full sunstone energy all the time.
They seem to be assembling the parts into tanks and other weapons.
Apparently Knack doesn't know how to duck to go that direction. Or he can actually see what's in that direction and knows it's not direction he wants to go. One of the two. Alright, up we go. Well, there we go. Another set of enemies easily dispatched. Let's get this item back here. And hopefully, will we finally... Oh, no, we're getting another piece of Dark Knack, I guess. Wonder if there's any relation. Like, I always seem to start getting relics after I've gotten a lot of treasure in a level, so I wonder if there's a relation to that. Like, you can only get a certain number of the collectibles in each level, and after that you get relics. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll look up how it works. That could have gone better. Ow. I'm suddenly regretting being made of metal. Just like sitting there like, I regret my decisions. How did it not hit that one over here? Out of here. Boop. Also, how are they not getting sucked to the floor? That armor looks like it's made of metal, and I know those axes definitely are. So, how are they managing to not get affected? I'd really like to know. You know, I think I could benefit from this knowledge, so I think they should share with the class. Did I not hit it? No, I did. I just really think that I could use that knowledge to great effect and would very much appreciate knowing. Boop. Oh, they shot some metal off of me. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. Okay, now we can cross. Do. Probably gonna need more metal to activate that, huh? Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Back we go. Back we go to refill the metal. Okay, there we go. onward we go through the rest of this. I notice we haven't really done much like actual destroying of anything yet. Like we've just kind of been running through. You know what I mean? Like we haven't actually destroyed a whole lot. Easy. Remove them from existence. Oh, relics? Oh. But... okay. There was a red chest, but it didn't give me any relics. I feel betrayed. I have been taught to expect something from those chests. Yeah, like that. Like red relic-y looking things give relics. That's how this works.
Hello, Doctor.
Charlotte! But how?
Do you mean what happened after you left me to die?
Wait, what?
After I fell into the chasm, goblins found me and brought me to their leader, Gundahar. He nursed me back to health. Well, mostly anyway. This leg never really was the same again.
Charlotte, I searched for you for weeks. If I didn't find you, it's because you were already gone.
So you say.
It's the truth. So, what about all this?
Gundahar needed my help, and I gave it to him. First, I made better weapons and better armor, so he could defend himself against those goblin tribes that would hurt him. And later, I made other things.
You know the weapons you have built have been used against our settlements.
I know now. I guess Gundahar took care of his enemies in the goblin tribes and began looking for a way to take revenge on humans for the Crystal Wars.
So like, we all agree Charlotte's just...
I am so sorry for everything.
Dumb, right?
Whatever happened? We're together again now. Please, we don't have much time. Come with me.
No.
What? Why not?
I've caused far too much suffering and destruction. I'm not fit for human company any longer.
No, don't be silly.
No!
I see. If you ever change your mind, please, call me. No matter where I am, I will come for you. I promise.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Like, I just can't imagine, like... Okay, so we know that they were, together long enough that she had a noticeable effect on what the Doctor did with his work. It's unclear exactly how long they were together before they were separated by Charlotte's presumed death, but like, if your loved ones don't find you, why would you assume that that meant they abandoned you? That's really odd. That is not a normal assumption. If you fell down a chasm and your loved ones didn't find you, why would your assumption be that it's because they didn't look? Like, I can't even... Like, you'd have to be completely insecure about the way others feel about you and not have any awareness of that insecurity to actually believe that. Not just to think it, not just to fear that they may not have looked for you, but to wholeheartedly believe that to the point that you don't ever come back. Like, what? To believe that to the point that you never even try to contact them. That's wild. Like, that's wild to me. Why? What? I'm still just struggling to understand the plot point of she believes she was abandoned because the doctor didn't find her before the goblins that she presumably practically fell on top of. Like, yeah, they were closer. Of course they found you first.
Ooh. You're gonna need to stay far back so you don't get electrocuted. Better yet, I'll meet you up top that hill. I'm guessing that's where we'll find Gundahar.
Electrocution here would be a fitting end. She doesn't love me anymore.
Well, I'm no human, but it seems a bit more complex than that. Now you make sure you're long gone before the fireworks start.
All right. I'm going already.
Go on.
Don't mind me. I just lost the love of my life.
See, the more Knack does in a scene, the better a scene it is. This is just a true statement. That's just fact. What do I do with these? Oh, I see. I avoid them. I wasn't sure if that was breakable or not, which is why I did a charged thing on it. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot of relics, so I have to think that that's how it works, is that when you like, you can only get a certain number of treasures in a level, and then you get relics after that. Otherwise, I don't know why the latter half, I can't explain why the latter half of this level is just all relics. Ow. I will forever find it silly, the way, like, the video game logic that a hit anywhere is, like, equally devastating. And, like, I get why video games do that. I get why every game that does it. It's a simplicity thing, right? Doesn't make it any less silly when I take a glancing blow like that and it does as much damage as a blow to Knack's core. Guess I'm going into this next room without metal. How is that other guy not in range? What? Definitely looked like that shockwave should have hit him. Oh, hey, more relics. Get a little bit bigger. Yeah. Just a second, guys. There's a secret door over here. Like, just give me a second. Okay, I'm with you now. I'm with you. They didn't last very long. I wonder how much metal I can control now. My health bar is getting a bit bigger. Okay, apparently both of them hit the other guy. Both projectiles that I launched, that is. Oh, now we're fighting tanks, which I guess I shouldn't be too surprised by. That is usually the progression here. Do. Ow. You know, that could have gone better. Not gonna lie, like that could have gone better. Like, that definitely did not go as well as it could have. It definitely could have gone better for Knack, and better for me. But you know, sometimes it's better to not dwell on the past. Sometimes it's better to instead focus on removing the enemy from the future. Ow. They finally punished my jump attack shenanigans. You know, they can punish it all they want, but if that's the best punish they got, I'm gonna be the one to win at the end of the day. Okay, let's... Thank you. Can't they pick it up? Am I not big enough? Is that what it is? Is it that the tank's still too big in relation to me? Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably what it is. Either that or you can't pick it up from behind. More tanks.
Now
Lots of
more
planes.
like it. Time to take care of a few tanks and planes.
We getting bigger. Oh hey, it's the beam cannon. How's it been? Ow. My face. Okay, let's try this again, but this time we're gonna be good at video games. It's gonna be great. Yeah, this time we don't back ourselves against a wall. Isn't that great? We're doing so good. You know, not directly sabotaging ourselves. Really working out for us. Okay, we're getting bigger. I really just want my health. I really just want Knack's health bar to be all the way across the screen, you know? Like, that's all I want. I want Knack to just be comically large. Do. Ow. Could have gone better. Okay, I'm big enough to pick these up now. Cool. That looks breakable, right? Yes. You know, just gotta at least use the tank projectile, you know? Can't just give that up without using it. Okay, easy. Easy game, easy life. Just gotta destroy it. Another couple of tanks. You know? Now I got a new projectile. Got the health refill. I'm gonna lose the tank because I got scened.
You've destroyed half my army in Monteverde.
And here's the other half gone.
To finish the job.
That's the plan.
Why?
You ask why. You destroy human outposts and invaded their cities. And for what? Sunstones and relics?
Knack, I'm merely righting a wrong. Today goblins live primitive lives in the forests and mountains. But before the Crystal Wars, we had our cities and our civilization. I simply seek to return to those times.
And I'm simply here to show you that attacks on the humans will not be ignored.
You are their tool! We have lived in the wastelands long enough.
Okay, buddy.
Destroy this monster.
Oh, did not make it away from that damage field in time. Boop. I do like how once you've destroyed one tank, it's kind of like a cascade effect where you can just keep throwing the tank at the next tank. Really good. Please don't tell me the tank disappeared in that scene. It did. I'm salty. This reality makes me unhappy. And once again, the tank is going to disappear during the scene. Yep, there it goes. No thanks. Easy. Take the bigger tank with me. I can't believe that that entire tank just exploded on a tiny goblin. That's just depressing. Are there any relics in these? I feel like there should be. Once again, the idea that relics are like used in most machinery is just not true when it would be convenient to me. I'm very confused by how those hitboxes worked, but it was mostly in my favor, so we'll take it, I guess. I'm annoyed. They don't let me, don't let me bring a shiny tank into the next fight. I just want to destroy my next set of enemies by throwing a tank at them. Is that so much to ask? Because I feel like it isn't. I'm getting seen. There goes the tank.
So many weapons. They've all got to go.
Oh man, if only one sunstone was enough for what he's about to do. There we go. Easy. Weapons destroyed. Not quite big enough to just air attack these guys to death. Oh boy, more treasure. Oh, see, now there's new treasure. I'm now confused. I don't know then. I was incorrect then. I'm not sure why I got more of the whatever they're called, the gemstones here than I did in any other area. To be specific, more than in every other area combined. It's not just that this is where I've gotten the most, it's that this is where I've gotten the most by a lot. Anyway, climb, climb, climb. Break that, I guess. Ow. I thought taking one of those to the face still does like half my health. Man. It makes sense because it is a tank round to the face, but
It appears Gundahar is directing operations from that tower.
Let's go have a chat with him.
do. I won't get into the details, but this is definitely a political political commentary on certain issues, right? Like, it's not just me. Like, I don't feel like having that political discussion today, but like it is, right? Like the way that the goblins are portrayed as the bad guy, the way that the muscle in this case Knack just unquestioningly accepts that, even when he has that directly questioned by them. Like, I don't know, it feels like a commentary to me, but like at the same time, maybe it's just any time politics is involved in a game, it's going to be somewhat reflective of real world politics by nature.
I wasn't sure that would work. What took me 20 years to build, your creature took 20 minutes to destroy. Do you love destruction so much, Doctor?
When destruction brings peace, yes. Yes, I do.
Even if I'm defeated, peace won't come. Goblins will rise against humans. What happened today won't prevent that revolution.
No, but it will delay it. Some rebalancing has to happen, yes, but your way is not the way.
Naughty, naughty.
I will be back!
I'm sure he will at that. But we've fought a long time before he can build up again. Now, let's go find that key.
You say so, Doctor. I guess we'll just call it good. I guess that's the end of chapter 9. This definitely feels like it's gonna be a different chapter.
He never listens to me.
Well, the doc doesn't listen to most people. I wouldn't take it personally. Does he, ever talk about your parents?
No.
You ever wonder why the doc takes care of you instead of me?
Well, that's an easy one. You're never around.
That's true. I would make a very bad parent. Always wandering off somewhere. Lucas, you think you fight with the doc. My little sister, I mean your mother. That was something to see. Half the time they worked together, she was telling him off about something or another. What I'm trying to say is, you take after her. You're smart. But that's not all. When you talk back to the doc, make him think about what it is that he's doing, that's when I'm the proudest of you. Just try not to judge him. You can't help the way he is.
Proud of me, huh?
Very. Come on, let's finish unloading, get some sleep. We got a big day tomorrow.
Morning. It's done. Knack took out Gundahar's entire weapons operation. We can hunt for the key without distractions now. And we found Charlotte. Alive.
What?
She's alive. And she doesn't want me.
What do you mean alive? What happened out there?
Well, that's a story for another time. So, where's the cave painting?
Well,
We're just gonna brush
through
past
those
that.
ruins and up that cliff. Pretty rough going. Lucas and I scouted ahead and did a bit of setup this morning.
Well, good. Let's go. No time to waste. On that note, there is definitely time to waste, and that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, where we will hopefully finish Knack. That way we can move on to doing something else. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.